Hi friends, in this lesson we will discuss about the locking. What is the locking? We will use to protect the data internally. That's why we are using the locking. And we'll in this lesson we will review about the reasons for locking and state the different types of lock modes and lock sizes and what is the lock duration. We'll see some of the parameters what we will have to use in the locking mechanism. And these are like a purpose we are using for locking mechanism. Locked and data indicate data is being used, and hold request that interface with what current user is being doing for the protection, and to get like concurrency data, that is also we are using for locking. And these are like a different scenarios, like we are losing multiple updates whenever without locking has been mechanism, and whenever doing like unrepeatable to read, and these are like a scenarios. And this is like whenever seeing uncommitted data, you can go, these are like for example of uncommitted data, why he's got like a user 2 might got like a incorrect data in the for the uncommitted data. And these are like object type of an object of lock. Here in DB2 system we have table and page row, but mostly we'll use the table and page locking. The largest lock in table lock is in the page lock. And these are like a lock characteristics here. And in this lock that 3 variable and what activities we are going to do. Mode, what is the mode of locking we have to do, how much data is being used, the like it will indicate the size here, a table or table space, how long the data is being used, like a duration, what is the duration of the lock. These are like three types of locking we have to use: mode and size and duration. And you can able to see the first one, what is the mode here, shade mode. Whenever data is being read, shade mode means nothing but whenever data is being read and other user can read the same data here. What is an exclusive mode means data is being changed here and no other user allowed. Whenever you are having shade mode, the data is being read and other user can read the same data. But in exclusive data is being changed, but other user not allowed to change the same data. That's why we are using, for example, like a shade mode is like select statement here, and for exclusive mode nothing but an update, insert and delete type. Then we have to use like a exclusive mode of lock. And these are like a same like a previous slide told, these are like a shade mode, like a shade lock mode is like a only for select statement. Exclusive mode is for update, insert and delete mode. And these are like a example how they are used, like a effective mode of type of mode we are using here. Next one, after this is like a mode, we have to use like a size of lock. This is previously we discussed about the mode, what is the type of mode we have used, like a shade mode, exclusive mode. Now we have to next point is like a size of lock. Size of lock nothing but table or tables page row here. And these are like two types, lock on page or row. What will happen? Greater data concurrency but more locking overhead here. If you lock on page or row, then greater data can be concurrency but locking will be overhead. For each row, if you are locking the row, then it will get like locking will overhead. If you lock on table or table space, less locking overhead but more data is restricted here. And these are like a type of table space. Please pause the video and go to the content here. What I paste, like I am sharing the screen here, because if I want to cover each and every statement, it will take like a lengthy time to cover the video. And next is this is like a table lock. For each table we have like a pages or rows here. In the one table we have like a pages and rows. DB2 always takes some type of lock at this table level. Even if the page or row level locking is also used. Means if you are locked the table, the whole locking page or row locking also get locked here. We don't have specifically do the like a page or row locking. Only we can do directly with the table lock here. And these are the types of table locks here. We have seen shade mode, select only we are doing. These are like these are the symbol S, and exclusive mode whenever we are doing like update, insert, and these are like IS option, IX and in option. What is an S means shared mode, like a shared locking method, and X means exclusive. IS means intent share here. IX means intent exclusive. IN means intent none. If you want to know like what is the difference between each and every difference between all 5 types, please pause the video and go to the text here, read the content. These are like types of row or page lock. Earlier we discussed about the table lock, and for page lock and row lock, these are like only valid values. Page or row lock like a S and exclusive support, and IS here, IX. And these are like a table concurrency. These are like a table, they are explained each and every one, like a what are type of locking lock mode for an application. These are like a lock mode on application here, A and B. Whenever you are having cross type of 2 applications, what are the eligible of the application it will support here. And duration of the lock. And we have like a duration of the like how much time you are going to lock the page or lower lock. These are like length of the time for locking planes, and by using bind parameter. Release option for table and table space lock, and isolation option for page or row lock. Friends, this is an important questions. Whenever the interview may ask, I have seen like a 99%. Some interviews may like what is like a cursor stability, repeatable read, or uncommitted read. Like, these are like important question. Like what is an ISO level option they will ask. And these are like why we'll use isolation option means for page or row locking. Why we'll use the release option means for table and table space lock. And these are like 3 types of isolation options. Like please pause the video, take the screenshot if you want to revise what is that cursor stability, repeatable read, uncommitted read. But you have to tell like in interview, these are like what are the types of ISO level isolation options is there, means we have to tell all these 3 types of options. But some interviews they will ask like what is the difference between each and every one. We will go like a next page, what is the difference between these 3. See, we have seen earlier like to page or row locking, we are using isolation option is a cursor stability or repeatable read or uncommitted read. These are cursor stability, nothing but release by commit or when another row or page is accessed. When the cursor stability is released, the row locking. And these are like a bind parameters, we call like a bind option. These are like a bind option. In the bind we have like a isolation option and a release option. In here like I am covering release of isolation option. Repeatability read means release by commit only here. What if whenever like these are like, but mostly in our application we are using cursor stability option, because we can able to release by commit or whenever the other row or page is accessed here. But a repeatable read means a release by commit only. If you are doing like a commit in the program, then only the repeatably read is getting released. And then one more important like a uncommitted read we are using, like when we are doing like a fetching the query and all, we are using like a uncommitted read, means whenever other user are also doing the same updating or inserting record, we can able to get the record here. That's why we are using in the only queries in uncommitted read here. But mostly in the application side we are using like a cursor stability read. This is like a sample example. They are given row or page locking duration. You can able to see that these are like I am selecting the row 3 here. Whenever I am what is the difference between bind cursor stability and repeatability read. Earlier we have seen like a repeatability read release the lock only whenever doing like commit only. So when what will happen, I am doing like here repeatability read until the commit only doing these like a type of row locking will not release here, because I am doing commit here after performing record 3 7 2, then only the locking will get released here. But cursor stability means whenever like a release by any commit or even another row or page is accessed here. We can go to the here. See, now I am doing like a row 3 is doing, I am accessing another update here. See, another update or another commit here, row 7. At the time here, my row locking is getting released here because I am getting selecting another row here. That is the advantage of cursor stability. Here I am selecting row 2 again because I am not released the update 7 here. I am selecting another row here. My row is getting not released here because you need to do whenever released by commit or when another row or page is accessed here. You have not done the commit here, but another row or page is accessed here. But here row 7 is update. I am not done the, for update I am not done the commit here. For selecting there is no required for the commit here. That's why the locking has been not released for the 7 here. Use R only whenever needed like a by program logic. You should not like use other options. Exclusively lock cannot be released here. This is the difference between like a cursor stability, repeatability read. Friends, these are like most interview questions. You can have to tell like sometimes the interview ask what is the difference between cursor stability or repeatability read or uncommitted read. There is one more option in the recently came read stability. You have to tell the fourth one option also. And we have discussed earlier like what are these are like a page or row locking. We have another option called a release option. I told that is for only for table space lock, table or table space lock. That is we have like a commit for a release option. We have like a commit and deallocate option is there, but mostly we are not using because that is for table or table space lock. We are using only page or row locking, that is cursor stable isolation option. Till now I have covered like these are the topic. Mode means type of lock, at shared or exclusive mode, and size of locking, how much big you are going to lock like a table or table space, and duration nothing but how much time you are going to lock here. Here the isolation option and release option will tell like a duration of the lock here. You can able to say recommended to keep the lock at the smallest row, like a row or page lock for the shortest time. That is a bind option. We have like option called release commit and isolation option of cursor stability here. That's all friends for the locking topic. And next topic I will go into like a cover like a security mechanism, how we have to give like a grant and revoke option to other table, other users to access the view and update here. Thank you all.